All right, so today we're going to be talking about how to stroke a man's ego according to a stripper. Okay, let's see what she has to say. And sorry for looking biblical. This is my my home shirt. Everything is getting clean, so this makes me look biblical according to some people.
Hello ladies, welcome back to my channel. So I know it's been a really long time since I have made another video, and I said that in the last video, and I apologize. I really do plan on
Don't
that and
care.
kind of so I feel like when you're sitting and talking to somebody and you are in that phase of gathering information, as I like to call it, so that means finding out where he works, what exactly he does at his job, where he lives, etc., is really important information, especially the job um, information part, because a lot of
We're kind of wearing the same outfit, same color, right?
male ego is tied to information part, because a lot of male ego is tied to what they do for a living. And if you can boost their ego about that, you can get pretty far. So even if the guy works at a fast food place or a retail place or something that's not maybe considered like high up necessarily, you can still turn that around and make it positive,
I need to hear this.
and you can stroke their ego through it.
Oh,
So for instance, there's one that that's a really good one. When you have men that work in agriculture, like farmers, okay? So what I like to say about guys that come in that do that kind of work is they're really good ones for stroking egos, because a lot of times farmers are unappreciated people in the workforce. It's a very unforgiving job, and they work a lot of hours, and they usually can't go on vacation. They can't leave their farms because a lot of them um, work alone or only with a couple hired hands. So, like, it helps to know kind of the background of, what people do for a living. But if you don't, that's okay. But what I'm just trying to tell you is this is the example of, what I know about this particular job and how hard they work and how unappreciated they are, okay? But what other people don't feel to realize is that farmers do feed us, right? Like, I guess we don't fail to realize that, but they're just, nobody goes up to somebody that does that and says, hey man, thanks so much for providing us with food this month, or thanks for, all the hard work you do so we could eat.
I'm not gonna lie. I never think about where my apples come from. That makes a lot of sense, right? I mean, you ever thought about that? That there was a guy that's a farmer who built who did that. That kind of makes a lot of sense.
Eat today, right? Nobody thanks them like that. So if you do something like that and say something like, oh my gosh, that is such a cool job, like, thank you so much, it's because of you that I got to eat today, you know
That's a what?
comments like that, that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. You know what's crazy to me? It sounds silly, but I imagine that's what the farmer thinks. Like he's like, these motherfuckers don't appreciate me. It's because of me that they're eating. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because you got to realize that everyone is their own center of the universe. So they see everything through their own lens. So when they see you eating a Mickey's, he's going to say, oh, that's because of me. So I guess verbally validating his inner thoughts is how you stroke his ego, because everyone has an inflated ego. For example, if he plays basketball, you just and he sucks, for example, people who play basketball that suck don't know that they suck. They don't know that they suck. They actually think they're better. In fact, studies show that the good players underestimate how good they are, and the bad ones overestimated. So this happens everywhere, right? Like, yeah, totally. Okay, stripper. I.
When I say stroke the ego, because I guarantee nobody talks to him like that or has thanked him in that way before. 9 times out of 10, that is the fastest way to get a sale and to get this guy to really like you. Also, it's not that you don't mean those things, because honestly, obviously, like, everybody likes to eat, and who wouldn't want to say thank you for that? So that's a really good example. Another one could be a guy.
Damn, so they're like working the psychology, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would think a stripper just like, hey, daddy. It's like, no, she's like, oh, he's a farmer. Okay. Oh, the agricultural revolution is really what allowed us to be here, and because of you, I'm here. Like, what? No, 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 that makes a lot of sense. You know, I'll say this: if he does get a lot of praise and he looks like he gets a lot of praise, look at his weakest skill and compliment it. That's the best way to do that.
That, even if he works at like Walmart, let's just say, whatever he
Oh, I
does
want to hear
there,
this.
you could say, well, oh my gosh, you're the reason that I was able to, go get my makeup today, or I was able to go get toilet paper because you were there keeping the lights on, right? And work and keeping the building going. Like, you know where I'm going with this? Like, you can always flip what they do into something that they never get praised for. And
Oh, I don't watch these videos. I guess she kind of understands what I see. That's why I react to her videos. Yeah, totally. It's finding out their secret thoughts. You know, yeah. That makes a lot of sense. But it's hard when you hate your job. You know, or I think it's best to think about. Yeah, it's hard to hate your job when it's a job like, let's just say he cleans toilets. For example, I'm not demeaning that. I'm just saying that it's hard to do it that way. You know, I don't know.
I think that a lot of us could agree that yes, like, if it wasn't for obviously these workers, like, there would be no stores open, or you wouldn't be able to go into a Walmart just to get the things that you need. It is a convenience, and some people
You know what's crazy is that even though people know you're faking and you're being fake, they like it. Because I just imagine in my mind, right? I imagine her, um, fully clothed, going up to a guy and he's like, "Hey, Big Daddy, so what do you do for work?" And he's like, "Nah, man, I work at a 7-Eleven." Oh man, that is so amazing. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be able to get my morning coffee. Well, yeah, we do have really good coffees. Oh, I bet you do, Daddy. I really appreciate that. Look, as a guy, I'm like, okay, you're making me smile. I mean, it's silly, but thank you. At least you're trying. You know what? Come here, give me a laugh tag. No, no, no. But like, it's the effort that matters. You know what I'm saying? Like that even though it is fake, it's obvious. It's the effort. Like it's the fact that she's trying to make you feel better. Yes, she's trying to get a sale, but humans, even though they know you're flattering them, they'll still take it. You know, and it's like they like, whatever. So maybe it's not that they believe you; it's the fact that they notice that you kind of pay attention, I guess, because clearly some people don't believe her, and it still works.
don't have that privilege. So I am merely just saying you can take whatever it is. Specifically, what they do is usually the easiest thing that I like to use, and flip it into something positive. Okay. So if you ladies have
Yeah, totally. And you can look for hobbies that they have that also. I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah, we might do part two if you guys like this video. If not, we'll finish it here. You guys be safe, man. If you guys want to work with me one on one, go to myforattraction.org. Do you give off Terminator vibes because you're so masculine? Or do you give off nice girl, creepy, and needy vibes because you're just too feminine? The problem is that both sides suffer greatly in their business life, relationships life, and friendships with family and friends. And if you don't know how to fix that, you will repeat the same pattern your whole life and never escape. Well, guess what? I have a course for you, and it's called The Feminine Woman. It's pretty much a course on how to increase your self-esteem,
through practical means, not through giving you guys affirmation and wishing that you stop being terminators or you stop being needy and creepy goldfish. No, I'll give you practical things that by you doing this, if you're too masculine, I swear people will say there's something in you. You look more relaxed. You're just more comforting. You become more emotionally open because I teach you guys those strategies. It's a 5-week course. If you're too masculine, you are successful in life, you are successful in business, but you struggle with connecting. And so that course will give you practical things that if you're a Terminator, you'll come out human, people. Like you'll just give off a more relaxed vibe. It's what I did in my life to heal me from my toxic masculinity. It's a 5-week course. And in that, I teach you guys how to let go of the past. I teach you guys how to use your feminine energy to influence without being too sexual, which might sabotage you. I'll teach you guys how to use the masculine to be assertive without scaring people off because sometimes it could be too much. It's a course that balances those things out. Okay, so if you go Bronx mode, if you're too Beverly Hills mode, I'll teach you guys how to go Bronx mode, or better yet, South Side of Chicago type of shit. Well, now you're just a serial killer right there, right? And with this course has a 30-day money back guarantee, and if you purchase it, you guys also get access to to the Zoom meditation group where we both meditate, or we all meditate on a weekly basis, and you guys get access to the WhatsApp group. And it's really a good course. If you guys don't like it, just ask for your money back. I mean, you guys can see the reviews right here. A lot of people like those reviews, and you'll see the results. And if you don't see the results, then I'll just give you your money back. Like I'm not gonna scam you guys if it doesn't work, but I know it's gonna work. So you do that now. Don't end up like Frida Kahlo. All right? Don't do that shit. Y'all just think you guys can break my rules and tell people you watch my channel. You can't do that, okay? So purchase that right now. It's a lifetime. You get lifetime access to that course, and I'll see you guys inside. Take care. Let's continue with the video.